Welcome back. Yeah, I don't know what went wrong, but for some reason, the we're only live on the YouTube and Twitch. We also want to have Facebook on Timmy's page and on my page, our official DJ pages. But for some reason, it wasn't working. So now I see we're online on YouTube, we're online on Facebook, we're online on Twitch, and still our pages are not working for some reason. I don't know why. Let's see if they work later on. But let's just roll with it. I'm gonna bring Timmy in. What's up, Timmy?
Hey guys, how you doing?
Nice. It's good to see you again
You too, mate.
in
You
your
too.
natural habitat.
Yeah. I'm back here as always.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
yeah, great. I had a good day in the sun. You see, I'm even a bit tanned.
Yeah,
I
nice.
went on the balcony today. I was like, oh, it's nice weather, so I just learned some Spanish and just had my computer on
Oh,
my lap and did some work,
I'm
which
very
was
jealous,
nice.
mate. It's freezing over in England at the minute, so
Yeah,
very jealous.
yeah. I've been in Holland last month and it was super cold, man.
Yeah,
It's
miss the sunshine.
yeah, exactly. So now I'm back here, which is really nice.
Yeah, good.
Great. People are tuning in. Yeah, unfortunately, we're not live on your page and my page. I don't know. It just stuck. It's stuck on sending data for some
Hmm.
reason. But
Yeah,
yeah, I don't know why.
yeah, that is weird. I'm not sure. It's not going to be down to me making you an admin on my page, is it? I don't know if
No,
that.
no. I think it's no, no. It's also stuck on my page, and I'm definitely an admin
Okay.
on my own page. So I think
Okay.
it's
Cool.
it's just a glitch in the matrix for now.
Okay. Cool. Well, we could try it later, can we?
Great. We got Gorad Stomirov online. Great. I don't know where you're from, but it must be east of Europe. Holt saying he's looking like a milk bottle. I was looking like a milk bottle today until I sat on my balcony. I thought, like, let's get some sunshine. And we're here checking demos, man, because yeah, obviously you were in my show, of course,
Hmm.
recently, Timmy, and yeah, you've been making a lot of music, and you're on PIV, Moxie, Cecile. I'm forgetting one. Origins coming
Yeah.
out. So there's lots of
Yeah.
stuff. We're both going to be in Origins this year, which is nice. And
It's great. Yeah, I'm happy about that.
yeah. I spoke to Josh yesterday, as I told you, and I think I'm up in May. You don't have a date yet for yours?
Not. I mean, we've talked about April, but I'm not sure. We still need to finish a track. So, yeah,
Having a
I'm
release even
working.
before finishing the track.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm working on it with Andrew Azara. We're doing a few tracks together. So we've done two. I think we need one more.
Yeah.
So we're just bashing ideas back and forth, basically.
I remember we
Um,
started something at some point, but
we
we've never
did.
really. I still have the folder on my Dropbox,
Yeah,
Timmy and Camille, but we have to.
yeah. We need to have a
It's
look at that again,
like a
don't we?
cartoon, Timmy and
Let's.
Camille, looking for the
Yeah.
treasure.
Let's
Yeah.
revisit that at some point.
Yeah, well, we definitely should do it, or maybe like meet up sometimes. I should go to
Yeah,
the
yeah.
UK. I've got three releases planned now for the new year. Like the intro that I played in the previous session is going to be on Warrior Store. It's a remix I did for some friends in Las Vegas, an old student of mine actually. And yeah, maybe I'll get some shows in the UK at some point. I'm
Oh, we'll
gonna work
definitely
on my
link up. Hundred
profile.
percent.
Yeah,
Sounds great, mate. I
then I'll
love that.
come and pop by, and I can see
Yeah,
your
yeah,
face,
yeah. Sounds
meet
good.
meet the wife.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That sounds good,
we
mate.
got
I look.
We got loads of people online, man. It's getting
Oh,
crowded.
nice.
Can't wait for Cecile, Greg says. Greg Fletcher.
Greg. I love Greg. Hi, Greg.
Yeah.
Yeah, Greg's brilliant. He always supports all my music and stuff. So I'm very grateful for his comments as always. Cheers, mate.
Yeah, I think it's really important that people actually like give you a shout, like, "Hey, man, I like your track." And even for people
Mm.
like you, that's releasing music on big labels, it's still you're also like an artist. Also needs like confirmation, like, "Hey, is what I'm doing
Yeah,
nice?"
yeah.
And
It always comes with like crippling self doubt. I think releasing music.
yeah,
So
man.
to get comments and nice feedback is always so like important for me.
Yeah.
Just to know that I'm connecting with people. I guess.
Yeah, I have it actually. Like, I found some old tracks on my hard drive. I was like, wow, I actually
Mm,
always hated these tracks. And now I'm like, a few
yeah.
years later, I'm actually like, wow, they were pretty good ideas. So sometimes you
Mm,
can also your mind gets blocked by insecurity or thoughts that it's
yeah.
not good enough. And therefore, I think these sessions that we're going to do today, just giving
Mm,
feedback to people, there's one guy, he's here too. Can't remember his name, but he sent some track. It was amazing. We're like, dude, why aren't you releasing stuff? You know, sometimes people
Mm.
just need to hear somebody else say like, hey, this is good,
Yeah,
and
you
then
need the push.
yeah,
You
to
need the
send out
push, don't
demos.
you?
You know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
hey, Dan Tiago, the Dublin connection is here. We've got Laurie Havert online. It's great you're all tuning in. If you're interested in music production, this Saturday we're doing a masterclass with you, Timmy. You're gonna make a track from scratch. And we're
Yeah.
going to record the whole thing. It will be available on the Lessons in Live page afterwards. But if you want to join the live session, we still have some spots available. So go to lessonsinlive.com/events and you can reserve a spot. And you'll be in a Zoom session live with Timmy. And he's going to make some music for us. And
Yeah, looking forward to that. Be fun.
yeah, man, I love these sessions, these
Yeah.
things. I also do the intermediate course now on Mondays, where I just make a track. It's for beginners that are stuck in loops and can't really arrange, and then
Yeah.
I just do 4 weeks of making a track a week, and everybody has to make a track a week. It's so nice, you know. I think the like we talked about it before in our Dive in Live session. You know,
Mm.
if you make a lot of music a month, like 10 tracks a month, and maybe 4 of them are great, you have a great life. You know,
Yeah,
but you
yeah,
gotta make those
exactly.
4 tracks, you know, those like let's say 3 tracks a week or 4 tracks a week to get there. And I think you're the perfect example of having a full-time job, having a girlfriend, moved house, and still released on some of the biggest labels out there. So
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's just habits and consistency and work and just constantly making yourself show up every day. If you
yep,
show up every day, you will eventually the odds will stack in your favor and you'll make tunes. But
yep,
if you're only showing up once a week because you're pissed off and you're not getting anywhere, then you're gonna fail. So
yep.
you've got to just do it, even on days that you can't. It's like going to the gym, isn't it?
Yeah,
You've got to.
exactly. Otherwise, nothing happens. It's
Nah,
slowly but surely,
exactly.
you know. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I completely agree,
Did
mate.
you see the
Yeah,
Ben
it's
Rao interview? There's this Ben Rao interview where he says that as well. You
mm,
just got to show up,
mm,
and I think that's the
yeah,
most important, because if you're there and you're making, sometimes you're just making crap, and you go, you know what? Let's dig some sounds, and you find some great sounds. You end up making music anyway, or you just structure your library for the next time you're making music. You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
it's
Exactly. It's about experimenting, and sometimes the days where you can't be asked to do it
yeah,
are the days where you sit down and you try mucking around with a new plugin, or you know you go through an old sample pack that you'd forgotten about
yeah,
and split
yeah.
it up. So it's
These are the
days like
best.
that
Yeah.
are actually really useful.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's just a combination of crap days and then the odd good day,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
can often result in tracks that
Man, the best tracks I made in 2-3 hours. You know.
mate, I swear by that. I swear by that too. Like some of my best tunes have easily been in like 2 to 3 hours, like the crux of
Yeah,
the work. And
yeah,
then there are always the tracks as well that you think are going to sell really badly or no one's going to like,
yeah.
and then
And then it
actually,
actually really good. And then you listen to it
yeah,
like, oh yeah, it's really good. I listened to your
yeah.
I went running a 5K on Monday, and I was listening to your PIV podcast, and I heard this
Oh,
track
amazing.
with all the strings, the orchestra. I think that's yours, right?
Yeah, Mr. Lover. I think it's Mr.
Yeah,
Lover Lover
yeah,
on
that
on
one.
On Moxie.
I remember you sent me that. I think last
Yeah,
year when we were in chat for the Dive in Live, and I remember that, and I was running, and that came on. I was like, oh, this one. I remember you saying like, yeah, I don't know it with this one. People don't really seem to like it. It wasn't signed yet, and I was like, oh, dude, this one, I really like it, and it's glad
thank
that it
you.
found a home in Darius's label. Actually, nice,
Yeah, cheers, mate. So yeah, I'm waiting for Darius to give me some release dates and stuff. So
nice.
yeah, hopefully this year at some stage. That was something I was going to put out on my own label, but then in the end, Darius messaged me about it and was like, I really
Yeah,
want this
Darius has a
one.
good ear
So
for he knows shit. You know, he's been around for a long time. He knows
yeah,
like
he
tracks.
does.
You know,
He
yeah.
does. Yeah, absolutely.
All
So
right.
yeah.
We got in Integratle or Integratel. How frequently are those live feedback sessions? Well, we do one now. I did them a few weeks ago as well. I'm gonna definitely do it more often. Soon, next month I have M High, Joko. I have Abstract Division, which is a techno. Dave Miller from Abstract Division, and I've got Nora Q, which is more organic house. I've got loads of different ones. Maybe I'll do a like a feedback session. I have to check with MI and Coulter, but maybe they're just going to show some of their projects. But yeah, I will definitely return with these. What's this sound? Is that yours? Oh, that's your pen or something.
Oh, can you hear that?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like,
So,
I'm like, what's going on?
sorry, that's me. Sorry,
Yeah,
mate.
yeah, no worries. So I have ticks too. No, but
Just fiddling.
sometimes we're gonna do a feedback session, but I'll definitely plan some for March, and maybe February ends up being a feedback session with one of those guys. But I think they're just gonna show projects. So yeah, Jay is online. Holt sacrificed the gym. Well, Holt, you look fit as fuck, so don't worry. Dom, hey, you're back. Yeah, we're all good. Looking forward to hearing music. Topski's online. Yes, my friend, he's got his first release soon. Youp's online. Wazoo, New York in the house. Steve Kelly, oh, friend of Wazoo probably. Let's get it cracking. I'll take the first demo here. So we quite a few. Let's see. We got quite a few. The first one is actually from Matthew. Let's see. We take this guy. And then we go to our website here. So now you should see me in the corner. Unfortunately, Timmy, you don't fit in the screen when we're listening to the demos. But this one is from Matthew Holt. He reached out for a lesson once to me. We never got around to it actually, but he makes pretty good music already. Let's listen to it. Hey, it's crackling for some reason. Let me refresh. Let's see. That doesn't sound right. Let me also charge my computer. Maybe that's the problem. Are you still here, Timmy?
Yeah, I'm still here, mate.
Okay, great. So wondering if everything's going well. Sorry, guys. Let me check the sound. Hey, E-World, also back here. Glad you're here. This sounds better.
Hey, is it possible to share your screen with me as well so I can see the...
yeah, but for some reason it's crackling. I don't know why that is. Sorry guys, we got some technical difficulties here. Let's go to sound. I think it must be this. Yeah, so this should be Scarlet. I think it will be better now. We're still not streaming on your page and my page. I'll just refresh that, see if that works. And let me go here. It's not sounding right. No, sorry, Matthew. It should be getting better now. Yes. This is it. Let's skip the DJ friendly intro. Let me make it louder. And let me share my screen with my friend Timmy here. You can hear it, right, Timmy?
Yeah.
Cool, I'll share you my screen. Okay, guys, let me know if the sound's still good. Timmy, you should see it now. Hold. Bolt says it needs more elements. I might be using maybe one more sort of like lead kind of hook or something. Groove is nice though. Like the bass. Okay, we're gonna get DJ friendly outro here. So I'm gonna flip it back to my friend Timmy here. Let's see. Where's Timmy?
Hi mate, can you hear me?
Let's see. I need to find you. A zoom. Because I'm sharing my screen. I'll stop share. Boom. There you are.
Cool.
What do you think?
I loved it. Oh, sorry, I've got a bit of echo on. For some reason, I can still hear the tune.
Yeah, I have it in the background. You can.
Oh, sorry.
It's like
sorry. Right. Okay. I didn't know if it was my echo. Mate, I loved it. I thought that was really, really nice. The mix is sounding hang on. Like really, really full mix. My favourite part of the track is the bass line. I think the bass line's amazing. I love the dun dun sound.
Yeah, I really like the bass too.
Really nice bass line. The mix is great. One thing I was thinking of maybe I felt like there could have been a bigger break in the first half of the track, maybe just a little break in there somewhere, just to slow the momentum down, because there was quite a lot. It was quite long until we got to that main break and like, towards the second half. Because there's only one break around, let's say, where is it? It's around 3:46. We have one break, and it's great, but you could have had a bit of a bigger break in the beginning, or do something radical, because the piece between, let's say, 150 till 350, like this 2 minutes it's going, and maybe you could either add something there or maybe make a break, do something radical, just stop everything and just don't stop, and then go on. Something like, just do something out of the box. I think mix wise, I do have to say, I thought it could use a bit more body though. I think it's the balance of the volume is nice, but it could be a bit more saturation or pumped up. I think. Yeah, another thing to think about as well might be adding some sort of. I could hear a nice stab, and I know the second half after that drop. I remember hearing a stab in there, but maybe you could bring in a nice little melodic stab towards the, in the first phase of the track. Yeah, possibly
like a little intro to what's going to happen later, or like just one step, and then after the break, have it do some more or something. Yeah,
a bit of ear candy.
Yeah, I think maybe a hook or something, or delay that vocal really crazy and have that come in, or do something out of the box. I think that's always nice.
Yeah, absolutely. But really good, really good.
Cool, nice, good.
Feel myself dancing a little bit in my chair, which is always important.
Always good. Yeah, the groove is fucking spot on.
Groove is really good.
Yeah,
really
good. Super nice. So that's Matthew. Thanks, Matthew, for sharing your track with us and being vulnerable to share it. One part of being a musician is sharing your music with people and sending it out there. And don't feel afraid to send demos. Sending a demo is pretty important in life, because if you don't, nobody knows. Nobody knows you exist. So basically, you just at some point you have to just send stuff to people, especially to A&Rs. Just to see what's going on and if you can get signed. Sometimes they'll take the time to give you feedback. Sometimes they don't respond. Sometimes they say, "Oh yeah, nice music, mate, but not for us." Also happens. Don't let it get you down. Just keep going. Keep making music, sending demos. That's how it goes, right? To me.
Yeah, 100%. Rejection's all part of the game. Gotta don't. If 20 people don't like something, it doesn't mean it sucks at all.
Exactly.
Like some of my music that's ended up being on really good labels, it was rejected like 10 times. So
yeah. I remember the PIV. You've been at it for a year.
I was it took me a year to finish that, so yeah, it lots of back and forth and stuff. So
Yeah, yeah,
it takes time.
yeah. It really does. So the
Mm.
next one is from Oyeme from Dom Fletcher. You're here, so that's good. Let's check it out. Let's go
Nice, I know
to.
Dom. Cool.
Oh, you know Dom?
I do. Yeah. No, I'm excited to hear this.
Nice. Me too. So that's on. Let's see. I'm struggling with getting my screen's in order here. Let's see. Sorry, guys, if it's a bit messy screen wise, but I'm dealing with Zoom, Ecamm Live, SoundCloud, and my email to get everything done. But I think it should be great. Are you OPTV? You send the track? Yeah. Well, we already received like quite a lot. Unsure if you send it now that we'll get to it because we got quite a lot to go through, and the session is around 10 p.m. or 10 p.m. PM. We'll call it a day. But yeah, we can always do it in the next session. I'll have way more of these sessions. But for now, I think we're good with demos. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 ones to go. So if there's room later on, I'll let you know. Are you OPTV? Stay on. Stay online and see if we, in the end we get it. We got 26 people online. By the way, people, we have a masterclass with Timmy on Saturday. Go to lessonsinlive.com/events and you'll find the masterclass. Timmy's gonna make a track from scratch, 2.5 hours. 2 hours just making the track and a half hours of questions. Join it. 3% of the money you pay for the session will go to the Amazon forest. So we're not only helping ourselves, we're helping the planet while at it. So I think that's a great thing to do. All right. Oyeme, which is a part of two guys. We are Dom and Sean from Leeds.
Sean, yeah.
And they produce under the name Oyeme. They've been best friends for 10 years and been working together for the last 2 years. And it's so nice. They have the debut EP released on Relict Audio in February. Nice. I can imagine you're excited. And they have releases on Shaman's Hidden Cult, music related. Lacuna, nice. I sent a demo to Lacuna. They never get back to me. Cabrones. Johnny Records and Duboka. Nice. Well, let's play the track and get into it. I'll share my screen with you again so you can see the waveform. Share screen. I'll have to put it a bit louder. Oh. There you go, mate. Okay. Nice groove. Maxi VR, he's back. Nice. send this. Good track. Do I need to stop the sharing, Timmy?
No, it's all good, mate. It's all good.
Yep. Sounds like Camiel. Yes, definitely sounds like Camiel. House music. Oh man, this is a tune. I don't know about you, Timmy, but I don't know if we need to give feedback to this. Dutch Prime has some tips. I don't know. Last break. Okay, this is gonna be the outro. My God, what a tune! Yeah, why are you even participating? why are you even joining, Dom? No, it's great. I think it's inspiring. Like Holt says, it's inspiring. I think everybody's just vibing on this track, you know. And Beatley, yeah, we have a lot of demos. We got like 12 or something to go through. Send your demo to demos@lessonsonlive.com. If we get to it before 10, we'll do it. Maybe we'll go quite at 10, you never know. But I will do more sessions. We got also every week, I got live streams with artists on this channel. So follow the Lessons in Live channel if you're online. On Saturday, we do the masterclass with Timmy. And yeah, now we're just checking demos. And this demo, my God, man. This, what do you think, Timmy?
Mate, I loved it. Absolutely loved it. I didn't get bored at all. The loops, well, it wasn't loopy at all. I loved a few notes that I made. I really like the Atmos and like the pads in it. I think the synth work as well is amazing.
Yeah.
I really loved the switch up at like 128. There's a really nice little switch up where things are introduced, and I think that sounds really. It was really nice. And also that like RP melody that you've got at 425. I love the way that came in. I'm just what my if I was going to critique anything, that sound was the only sound where I felt like it wasn't 100% to my taste. Like it just that the melody's amazing, but I'm just wondering whether there could be a slightly different sound, possibly
different timbre or something, like a different
yeah. It's
vibe to it.
it almost felt slightly different to everything else. But the melody and the notes and everything else is just like absolutely bang on.
Everything
But I
is
just
on
wonder
point,
whether
yeah,
you could
yeah.
try a different sound. But that's completely my own personal
Yeah, and
taste.
that's actually a really cool thing to talk about. I was talking about it in my intermediate class, and I said like, yeah, I make a track in 2-3 hours, and that's a good track. And then I struggle with 3 other ideas I'm working on. And I have a friend, my one of my best friends, Anders. He makes more organic and more Arabic kind of house. He tours all over the world. He's got a really good taste in his genre, and we made some tracks together. Also more deep housey stuff. And he always, when I say, oh, okay, this is good, he goes, no, we have to browse more. We have to browse some presets. I think this could be better. And this is something that you say now, like this ARP, maybe you can try to see if you can find another sound. This works, it's all in all, this is a great track, but maybe it could be just a little better, and that's always a pivotal point, right? When are you going to say like, okay, this is it?
Yeah, exactly. That's the problem, is being able to say I've finished. But I think if I was going to really pick holes, that would be the only comment. I'm just wondering whether you could rough it up a bit with some distortion, or if you stuck a bit of decapitator on it or something.
Give it some balls,
Grit. Just give it some balls, give it some
power.
Grit, or something like that. But I mean, honestly, it was incredible. Dom and Sean are lovely guys, and clearly nailing it. So well done, chaps.
Yeah, Dom says we use operator for the bass because Dan was asking what do you use for the bass. He used operator. Yeah, Ableton for life, guys. He said, glad you like it. We'll try switching up the ARP. If you find a better sound, you do. But if you don't, it's good as it is.
Yeah, just rough it up as well. Try roughing it up a bit and see if that makes a difference.
I love saturation and distortion. Actually, I sent to a lot of my students, like all these apps, my students, end of the year, Isotope had their, I think Isotope was, Arturia had the Mellow-Fi. I made it like a lo-fi house track. I think house is too fast these days. I was thinking
it's like all 130 BPM, isn't it?
I made a track 124 BPM. It's going to be out on a vinyl label in the UK. Forgot the name, but it's one of my ex-students. I sent it to him because I knew he was into this lo-fi stuff, and I took it down to 124. And I really, because 10 years ago, like 12 years ago, I was making that stuff like house, but then it was everybody was making it 124, but it went to like 128 or something. It's really, really crazy. So, but it's I got the Mellow-Fi, the saturator, and saturation is great for your drums. What do you use? Decapitator mostly?
Yeah, Decapitator's amazing.
Yeah,
I'm a big fan. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I've used. It's mainly that. Actually, no, sorry. I used the D16 Decimal.
Reductor.
The Decimort.
Oh, Decimort.
Yeah, Decimort as well.
I use Reductor a lot from him. Yeah. The D16 group's also great. It's cheap plugins. They're like $40, but you gotta wait till they have a sale. But it's nice. Anybody else? Maxi says that Timmy's mic is too loud. Is that true? I'm not sure. You could go to your Zoom settings and put the input.
Hopefully that's a bit better. Maybe. We'll see how that goes.
Okay. Nice. This was a great track. We got 31 people online. I think it's great that you guys are watching, and it's great. I have a lot of demos. I'm unfortunately I can't do more demos at the moment, but I'll be having more of these sessions in the future as well. So don't worry, we're gonna definitely do it. I see Beatley, your demo came in. If we get to it before 10, we're gonna listen to it. Otherwise, I'll just move it to the next session. Next session might be, I'm doing sessions with like the regular Dive and Lives where I do interviews with artists. It's going to be in February again, and I have Coulter, which is actually Joko, and M High also coming. So maybe we can do a little bit of feedback session, or they're just going to show a project, which is also nice. I don't really I really prefer if they show something how they made it, because that's also, we can all learn from this. But then in March I will do definitely some more feedback sessions. I've got Wazoo coming for a feedback session. He's more like melodic, progressive, and organic oriented, but it's great to learn from other styles. You learn a lot how other styles use reverb and all that stuff. So yeah, check that out. All right, Drillish, I saw you were online. Let's see. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, it's Timmy speaker. I think, is that a Genelec speaker you have, Timmy?
Yeah. So I've got so my Mac's over in the corner, and then I've got a couple of little Genelecs just in front of me here. But I've actually got Focals Shape 65s, which are my main.
Focals are great too.
They're my main monitors, but they don't work in this room. So I've got these little Genelecs.
They're too big.
Yeah. So I use those these little ones now. With these headphones.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a shame because I love the Focals, but I just can't use them in here.
I think they're all, the vocals are like the Adams, a bit more mid-range based, aren't they? And the Genelecs are a bit more neutral, right? It's really hard to get your Genelecs, to get your music sound pumping on Genelecs. If it sounds good in a Genelec, it probably sounds good everywhere. Because
exactly.
What I noticed over the years, that people that use Genelecs said it's so hard to make it sound good on Genelecs, and then you're like, you can't get into the vibe. Some people don't get into the vibe with Genelecs because it's too dry. It's too like, you really have to work.
I use SonarWorks with them, so that helps.
Holt actually has that,
So SonarWorks and then VSX, these VSX headphones.
Yeah.
Stephen Slate's are really good because they have emulation on them as well.
Yeah, man. So. You have these headphones from Stephen Slate. Yeah. My friend Ono, he used to make banging. He was a resident at Ants in Ibiza, and he made banging tech house. And but he went more into musical. He got like a commercial music, and for games he makes music for Counter-Strike, I believe, something like this. And he also told me like to get the Slate stuff. Yeah, I've also like Holt's asking if I also use SonarWorks, and no, I have it, but I'm actually now I'm so used to these headphones that everything I make, I'm just it works, you know. I have these things on all the time, and it's fine for now, you know.
That's it. Just get used to your headphones. And your
get used to whatever you're using, you know.
Yeah.
Your room is maybe a bit different. It's hard if you have like a room like me, it's a square. It's horrible here, but I'm waiting to get my own house here in Spain, and then you know, or treat your room, or use your headphones and SonarWorks or something like Slate. You know, I think that's
reference tracks.
Yeah, reference tracks. Well. Yeah. I've got this thing I saw from the Close to Custom. He was in the show in December or November, and he showed me tonal balance from Isotope, and I happen to have Isotope, but just didn't get around to use it yet. And now I've been using it, and it's nice. You can actually have your low.
The line.
Yeah, the low mid range and the high mids. Yeah, I find it nice. Do you use your own tracks to have it? I always choose bass heavy as a preset.
For the tonal balance, I actually don't have tonal balance anymore. I did have it for a long time though, and I was just using. I can't remember. There's one like electronic music or something. I think.
Okay, I had bass heavy. I used.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I think I was using like electronic music or whatever. Or was it dance or so? I can't remember the preset.
Yeah.
But that seemed to work a little bit. But I find now that just using SonarWorks is enough for me before I send it off to the mixing engineer, and then I'm sorted. So
yeah. It's also good to have a mixing engineer, man. That's fucking nice.
Yeah, I'm too scared to
focus
do it
on the
myself,
music.
so.
Yeah. Hey, Sean is also there. Sean Harris, thanks for sending your demo, man. I think you and Dom are making amazing music. Let us know where you're going to sign it. And please feel free to plug everything in this chat. And I also want to know, guys, what are your resolutions for this year? Are you going to get signed? You know, are there any producers out there that have some labels? Which label are you want to get signed on? Did you already send your demo? Or did you make like a plan to learn something? I picked up the guitar. I have blisters on my fingers from playing the guitar. Last year I started learning Spanish. I can speak Spanish now not like fluent, but I can manage myself pretty well. And now this year I'm learning guitar. So what are your resolutions for this year, guys? What's your resolution, Tim? You're gonna do something this year? Something you've never done before, or jump out of a plane, or sign more records to big labels?
Oh mate, honestly, I don't know. Yeah, just keep working hard, keep making music,
Also,
and showing up every day. Really, I don't have any too defined at the moment. I need to do
yeah,
some goals.
well, that's if you stick with what you're doing, you're pretty good. Because if you did like Moxie and PIV and all that stuff last year, then I can't wait for this year, man. Maybe it's gonna be defected. You're gonna have a worldwide licensed track somewhere. You
I've
never
sent
know.
defected so much music, and I can't even get close. So
You never know, man. Life's long. Holt want to get one track signed. Gores wants to get my label signed anywhere as long as it's accepted. Okay. Tapski, buying a house with space for a little studio. Also very important. That's the same for me. I'm moving officially to Spain now, and I'm going to get a house, hopefully, if I can get a mortgage with the income I have for Lessons in Life. So, hey, if you want to support me, follow one of my courses, buy my masterclass, or join the masterclass we have on Saturday with Timmy P, so I can buy a house in Spain and get a studio. And finish way more tracks and go to the first and the best festival possible. Yeah, as soon as it opens up. Actually, Spain said they're going to treat Corona as the flu, and they want to inspire Europe to do the same. So let's hope it's going to change soon.
Oh, nice.
Laurie is going to learn more music theory. Also good. It's a big aspect of making music. You don't need to know everything about music theory, but just knowing which scale you're in and what chords are in what scale, so you can actually figure out which chords you can use. It's going to make a major difference to your music. You're going to use something like what's it called, the mixed in key studio edition. It's going to help your tracks a lot. Do you ever do everything in key, Timmy, or you're a play by ear guy?
I'm obsessed with keys. So I'm always like any sample I ever use, I put mixed in key on it, or tuner or something, just to make sure everything sits nicely. Even kick drums.
It makes such a difference. It makes such a difference. Yeah. Integrator wants to learn basic mixing. Depressing to not get ideas to sound good quality. True, but I do have to say that before all the mixing stuff, like most of my ideas I make without any EQs, just a little bit of sidechain, just a little bit of drum bus, but that's it. And then it should sound good. And if it sounds good then the mix down will make it even better. But it has to sound good just by volume balance and picking great sounds. And Joost wants to learn his synths. Well, which synths you have? Okay, we're up for the next one. Let's see. This was Dom. We go to Drillish. You've been here a lot, Drillish. We even had contact for a little session. I don't know what happened, but I think you were pretty good already, actually. So I'm looking forward to this demo. Are you ready, Timmy? Do I need to share my screen again with you?
Yes, please, mate.
Okay.
Ready to go.
Okay. Here we go. That's shared. Then I have to switch to this thing. Yeah. Oh, by the way, before we do this, if you want to get your tracks mixed, I'm going to now put like a little trailer from my friend Nora Q. He makes amazing music and he mixes music for a lot of people. He's got a company called Send Me Stems. That's his little trailer he did when he was in the Dive in Live show, and he's an amazing guy, super nice. You get lots of feedback rounds, and you might be able to send him some stuff. If you're not sure about your mixing, send it to somebody like Tim. You also have a mixing engineer. Having a mixing engineer, sometimes when I can't finish a track mix wise, I send it to Jaron, in this case to NoRQ, and have him do it. So I'm like done with it. So I have the feeling it's done, and then you can move on and make more music. So maybe it's a good idea for you guys. All right, Drillish, don't get me wrong, featuring Nassim. I feel like a radio guy. Turn up the volume again. Here we go.
Cool.
I'm going to skip a bit of the intro.
Get me here wrong, baby. Those eyes are driving me crazy. Please don't get me wrong, baby.
Put the volume down a bit. Alt says it sounds distorted. Let me know if it's something wrong.
I'm feeling good break me. Please don't get me wrong, baby. You know I'm better than this. Please don't get me wrong, baby. You know I'm better than this. Those eyes are driving me crazy. But honesty's what I miss. Please don't get me wrong, baby.
I like
You
it,
had
man.
the love that I see.
It's a really cool tune.
Got a
Yeah.
feeling you'd break
It's very original, man.
Oh, definitely.
you. I won't reach no
Bass is Native Instruments Massive with the essence filter. Is that the bass? Yeah. Super nice. Dubsky sending fire and fireman and a fire car. Yeah, it's a great tune. Nice. It's refreshing because a lot of stuff we hear is always the same, you know, and now
Yeah.
this is like something original. Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
I hope it gets this right there. Like,
Ooh, I like that bit.
yeah. Yeah, now it's more like in a deep sort of acid vibe.
Yeah.
Great way to mix it through. I think we're gonna go towards the end. Modulation on the bass is sick tune. Could be louder and the bass a bit lower. Could be, I think volume wise, it could be, I don't know. Yeah, mix wise, I don't know. What about you, Timmy? Let's go back to Timmy. What about you? We've grooved a lot on it, so the original idea of the track I think is really strong. The vocal is nice, but in the beginning I would use more processing on it. It's pretty dry in the beginning. And yeah, for the rest. Oh yeah, and the break I thought it was a bit too unpredictable. That's my notes. You go.
Yeah, sorry, mate. Can you stop sharing your sound? Sorry about
yeah.
this.
Yeah, no
It's
worries.
just because I
Yeah,
get an echo. Cool.
Yeah.
Cheers, brother. Yeah. So mate, I thought that was wicked. So refreshing, like you say, to hear. We were talking during the track, like a vocal that's not been used a billion times. Because it was obviously sung by someone. So
Nassim.
I'm assuming that guy Nassim is the vocalist.
Yeah.
It's just absolutely wicked.
Yeah.
I really, really love the style of the voice, and just like real hooky and lovely. Yeah, so brilliant vocal. I love the percussion in sections. Like at 140, I've got a note about it's really subtle things for me, but I love the way that you've got one clap that hits every fourth kick or something.
Yeah,
in
there's
that
one
little
clap.
section.
Yeah, there's one clap was really nice.
I really, really enjoyed that bit. Also I loved the filtering down of the acid towards the end of the track, or the 303.
Yeah.
Like it just suddenly there was a section there towards the end that just sounded unreal when it was coming down.
Yeah, especially the last part. Yeah. We were grooving to it.
Yeah, I'm just wondering whether you could almost have a section like that in the middle as you're going into your break, just because it sounds so good. But I mean, it's brilliant already. You don't need to do anything. It's wicked.
No, yeah, maybe mix wise, and I do think the vocal in the beginning when it comes in, I think it's a bit too dry. It could use a little bit of reverb, like it could be a little room reverb, just that the guy is at least somewhere. Now it's like, so it's like. It's so dry that it's really on top of the track. So I think a mixing engineer would give it some sense of space, I think, you know? But
yeah. And also I think maybe when that vocal came in, I remember it came in quite quickly.
Yeah.
You could almost cut it into little sections and push it in a little bit, or a reverse reverb tail into the vocal being there.
Yeah.
I think for a DJ intro, it was almost too instant. It was like bang, it's suddenly there.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of a tell that it's gonna come. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Or have it 30 seconds later.
Yeah.
But yeah, wicked. Loved
Cool.
it.
Nick Visser finally made it to the live stream instead of watching these back on YouTube. Nick, it's a pleasure you're here. Thank you for being here. Poetic Music, yeah, we're giving feedback. We're like, how do you call it? Bombarded with demos. You can still send them to demos@lessonsonlive.com. But to be honest, we have like another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Oh, man.
We have 11. And yeah, if we can make it before 10, we'll get there. If we don't, I'm sorry. It has to be next time. I'm going to do more. I've got, if you're new to this channel, sorry guys for repeating this, but there's a lot of new people here. If you're new to the channel, I'm doing this mostly every week. I had a little break, but we have sessions with Sydney Charles, Timmy P, Aaron Volta, Joko, sharing their production methods and sharing actually tracks, their Ableton. But I started doing these feedback sessions actually because I had a session with Timmy and we started about that, how important feedback was. And we started doing feedback sessions. And now Timmy is my first guest for this. And I will have way more in March. I will plan some more feedback sessions and as well as the regular dive in lives that you know that we show a project from artists. And yeah, and if you're tuning in anyway, I do courses, beginners, intermediate, and advanced. I have masterclasses online, and actually this Saturday, Timmy P will do a masterclass through Zoom. You can still get your tickets. 3% goes to the Amazon forest, and you'll see Timmy make a track from scratch. So maybe, you know, Timmy, you get to make a super cool track on Saturday, and we're going to hear it later on in the year. It's going to be released on Defected. Who knows?
That's the goal.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but there always needs to be a goal as long as you show up, you know.
Exactly, mate. Exactly.
Yeah. Okie dokie. Let's see. I see. Yeah, people vibe on the chat, share each other's. If you like each other's music, go work together. You know, I think having a friend or a buddy to make music with is really important. You'll learn a lot of stuff, and as well as you actually have a reason to go in the studio. Whenever, you know, Ari is online too, my friend from Holland. You know, we've made the track on Origins last year, and you know, we've been making a lot of music together. And it's good to have a music buddy, because if you're not feeling motivated enough to get into the studio, make it an obligation. Tell your friend, hey, on Wednesday we're meeting in the studio. And then, yeah, you have to, because otherwise you're going to let your friend down. And then you're getting into the rhythm of making music and, you know, set up the circumstances in a way that you can't beat yourself. You know, you can't just say, oh, I'm not going, I'm tired, I'm going to watch a Netflix movie, whatever. Fuck that shit. Make music. Okay, anyway, next one. Let's see. We have... so that was Drillish. Thanks for sending it, Drillish. I love your music. I remember you reached out to me for a session, which we never did, but you're already... I think I just told you just to send demos. I think that was the case. Like, yeah, I can do sessions with you, but your music is ready to go, man. You just need to send it out. And,
definitely send that.
You know, sometimes you just have to send demos and see where you get.
Yeah.
Okay, Max, are you online? Max Petzold, are you online? Dieter, because he sent his demo too. He's always sending me messages on Facebook, on Instagram. Everything I post with Lessons in Live. Oh yeah, also follow Lessons in Live on Instagram, guys. Just support the cause, you know. Let's see. Are you online, Max? Let me know, because only if you're online we're gonna listen to it. Let's see. Nice. And Timmy, have you already made a track this year?
So I went back to a couple of old projects. So I went back to 2 or 3 old projects that I hadn't finished, and I just freshened them up a little bit.
Yeah.
And they're both... I actually sent them out to a label last week, and I got a response today, which seemed really positive. So fingers crossed.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll see. It's just 2 tracks. I'll talk about it in a bit more detail if it's good news. But yeah, it's looking positive at the moment. But other than that, I think I've only made 1 tune.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been. I'm going to slow down a little bit this year, in terms of how much music I'm making and releasing. Yeah. So I'm just going to spend more time on older ideas. Yeah, it's good. You know, I actually went through my old... Actually, end of the year, I always go to what I made that year. But I went back 2 years or 3 years, and now everything I find, I put on my band. I made an old, like, jazz tune, man. I learned how to play jazz piano a bit. So I found this recording, me making, like, some sound like... Sort of like floating points. Old school floating points kind of stuff. Nice. With like some jazz, and I just found a track. I was super inspired back then. It's like I couldn't even remember. I was like, oh yeah, I made this, you know. So sometimes it's good to go to your old projects and have them be the inspiration, you know. Yeah, absolutely, mate.
Yeah.
It's great. It's a great
Yeah.
way of inspiring yourself if you're finding yourself a bit blank at the moment.
Yeah,
Just-
that's fine. Sometimes
Yeah.
you're not inspired all the time. So it's
exactly,
good. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. Okay, Max, we don't hear from you. That's good. Let's see. Perry Hodder. That's so cool. Our project, Perry Hodder, itself consists of two brothers, Bojan and Gorac. Gorac, you're here. And Gorac is looking for a producer buddy. Anyone else wants to jam these days looking for a producer buddy? Well, Gorac, you're up. So let's get his music. Perry Hodder. That's so cool. You also had like Bad Trip and Perry Hodder. You have all these like sort of people that change the names. It's funny. Let's see. They're saying, taking our music career in full swing, we slowly but surely attack the whole spectrum of dance music. In the past 5 years, we've been constantly active on the electronic dance stage, performing at festivals, nightclubs in Macedonia and abroad, as well as producing music. Please find below a link to our demo. Dude, it's been mastered by Rob. Rob Small. I love Rob.
Nice.
I used to have a gig. I did have a gig with Rob. I think it must be like 15 years ago or something, in Amsterdam. I'm not sure if I arranged it for him or he found... Yeah, I arranged that gig for him. We played back-to-back in like a super shabby place in Amsterdam.
Nice.
And it was called like, what was it, like Wednesdays, House Wednesdays or whatnot. And then he told me I'm going to start a mastering company. So I sent him some friends like, hey, that had labels like, hey, this guy sending starting a mastering company. And he was on the same label. We were at... Soulman Music. Hector Couto was releasing there.
I remember Soulman.
Yeah.
I actually got Hector. That's probably how I found out about Hector Couto. Then.
You must be because he was always topping the charts,
Yeah, I mean, his tech house was like tribal tech house.
Yeah,
it's wicked.
Yeah. I was at. I ended up releasing on his Pura label. Like I think it's already
Pura,
like 9 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
nice.
it's super cool. So then Rob was telling me he started this mastering company. Look at him now, man. This dude.
Rob's brilliant.
He's doing everybody. Like he's like he's like the main. He's a fantastic
master. He really is.
Yeah. So cool, man. Everybody's pick Blue Cheese. So we have to listen to Blue Cheese. We'll do. Rob Small's the best. Yes, Wazoo, And nice to see you guys are hooking up. Matthew and Gorac, I think it will be cool if you guys work together. You're both on a pretty good level, so go for it. All right. Perry Hodder. Here we go. Blue Cheese. I'll share my screen, Tim.
Cool. Cheers, bud.
Let me turn up the volume. Turn it up. Let me share the screen with the people also. And guys, if it's distorting, let me know. It's a bit hard to see on my stream software if it's distorting, but I think we should be good. sorry guys, but you're listening in mono, unfortunately. I've tried to figure it out with Restream, but I can't get it to work. I've done some trials, but it just stays. Whenever I stream, it's mono, and I've checked all the settings. And it should be working, so I don't know why it's coming out mono. But you should hear it stereo, Timmy, because you're hearing it through me. Do you hear it stereo?
Yeah, it sounds stereo
it goes
over with me, mate.
Like the dubs, because I wrote down that we're actually in the outro already, so let's go to the outro. Stop the share. Yeah, it definitely has stereo because I wrote down panning is nice on these dub chords. It goes left and right.
Yeah, so I really enjoyed that. I thought it was a cool tune. Deep. Probably the deepest track we've heard tonight, I'd say. Like the bass line's really nice. Enjoyed the bass. I felt like the dub stabs that we were talking about, those dubby stabs, they potentially could progress in some way or change towards the second half just to bring in some new sounds for our ears to kind of you don't want it to be too loopy, right? And I think because it happens throughout the whole track.
Yeah, Modeste is saying, yeah. Sorry.
No. I was just thinking you could develop it slightly, maybe a couple of extra hits or melody sounds, melodic sounds, just to give it a little bit of variation.
Modeste saying maybe also some ambient string or pad could help to elevate the mood, like something moody in there, or maybe at least, like some stabs or something else to accompany the otherwise it's just super deep dubby kind of. It's almost like super minimal dub techno basically, but then with like a house groove. But it's really good. I think it's already there. A bass line. I think the bass could be a little louder or fatter because now it's like pretty modest. But it could be a bit more pumped. But yeah, it needs an element. I think you can maybe also in like some deep vocal that says something dirty for the after hours.
A whispery vocal. To complement like Call and Response a little bit with the little tribally vocal you've got that comes in.
Yeah.
It's wicked though. It's a really cool tune.
Cool.
Just
Goraj, thank you for sending this. This is Perry Hodder. The name doesn't get any better, to be honest.
It's a really good name, actually.
Let's move on to the next one. Let's see. Yeah, there's that was Perry Hodder. Yep. It's your turn. And one of my favorite production channels out there. Thank you. Well, thank you too for tuning in. You know, we all do this with love. I'm happy you guys are tuning in. We're all doing the same thing. Timmy, me, you guys. We're all making music. We all, want to share, and it's just nice. You know, for me. I've been doing this for 20. I'm getting old. Fuck. 25. I'm 39. 25 years. 25 years. I've been doing this. Poof. I need to throw a party, you know. But when from the moment I started, I remember I had my first job at Hewlett Packard, and I would work at the help desk, and I would if I would meet people, I would go out in the weekends to parties and meet people going like, yeah, I make music. Oh, you also make music? And then I would send them like DVDs with a crack of Ableton and one DVD filled with like the old samples. And I still have these samples, like old school loops. They were pretty good, actually. I would send them to people because I could send them from my work. So it was free for me to send. I was always like wanting everybody to make music, you know, and it's nice because it's a nice outlet. It's a great, you're not worrying about life, you're just making music. And I think
exactly
if we can stimulate each other doing this, we have a busy job, you come home, you make music, you're like, you know, it's nice.
It's a good way of shutting off, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah. So Jip Laus, I'm curious to how you shut off. It's Yodium makes me. Yodium is his name. How cool. Dutch guys. I love Dutch guys. Yodium is actually a thing you put on your wound to make sure it's like that.
Healing.
Yeah. Try to just make breakdowns when you need them and when you want them to present some new elements. Blah, blah, blah. Nice. I'm also happy you guys help each other in the chats. That's great. Maybe you can drop your favorite plugin or whatnot. Just like have a ball in the chat while we listen to new music. So this is Makes Me by Yodium. We're going to start. I'll put the volume up and share the screen with you, Tim. There we go.
Cool, thanks, mate.
Nice. Yeah, and for everybody wondering why it's mono, hi-hats are going left and right, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, come on.
I'll fix it. I'll call Ecam Live this week and ask them why I can't stream stereo. Too much swing? No, Andres. It's good. I think the swing is great. Not too much.
Yeah, come on.
No, swing should be fine. Right, Timmy? Swing is fine.
I loved it. I absolutely loved that. Again, I've loved every track tonight already. They've all been wicked.
Yeah, they've been pretty good, yeah.
I'm just so a few things I noted. Vocal's my favourite part about the track. I really love that vocal. Sounded really nice. The drums were spot on. The groove was really good for me. I love the melody and the sound you use. The duh, duh, duh. I love that that kind of melodic synth that you've got there. If I was going to do anything or suggest anything, it might be fun to add some little sections of delays. Maybe you could do some ping pong occasionally, just to kind of add a bit of variety to the sound.
Yeah, to make it bum,
you could
bum,
exactly. You could have it kind
of
within Ableton delay. You've got that ping pong, and then you've got the time that you can make the sound kind of slow down in pitch and speed up and things like that.
Yeah,
just maybe muck around with something like that, or like every 32 bars or something, and just I don't know, just to. It's the only thing I could think of
to get some variation. Yeah. I had one thing, like I saw a note, Jay said like maybe the kick's too long, and I think it is, because the bass is pretty bombastic and the kick is pretty long, so they're kind of fighting for space. I think you can get way more punch and power in the low end, and that will definitely bring more space also for the steps to sit in, because these are lower mid-range. I think it will breathe more, and you get a bit more groove out of the track. But for the rest, the idea itself and the arrangement itself for me is pretty spot on. You know, I think the level of production we've seen tonight, we hear tonight, is pretty good actually, guys. Go send out
check out Transient Shaper by Native Instruments.
Yeah,
which is for your kick drums. You basically can just put it on a kick stem, and then you can basically just manipulate the attack on it.
Yeah, dial back the sustain a bit, you know, so it's like shorter. Yeah, I like to use a SPL Transient Designer. I have this plugin Alliance bundle, which is really nice. I shared with like 3 friends, and we all pay $4 a month, and we get like the whole bundle, which is nice.
That's really cool.
But yeah, it's a good shout, man. Transient Master, SPL Transient Designer, these things are great. Maxi, this track was Jip Laus, aka Yodium, and the track's called Makes Me. Here you see, this is it. Makes Me. And thanks Yip for tuning in and sharing your track with us. It's been a great ride. Also, Timmy, you run a label, right? Do you actually sign stuff from people?
Yeah. So at the moment I've got two labels. One is Ear Sweets, which is really for my solo output, but I'm looking to maybe expand that a little bit this year. So we'll see how it goes. And then Make You Move, which I'm running with DevStar. It's a real classic kind of 90s influenced house label. So it's more I'd say it's a bit we're quite focused around the like 90s sort of sounding classic bicep sounding stuff. So nice. We're certainly signing music this year. So always interested in hearing demos from people, of course.
Yeah, guys, check out the label. What's the name of the label?
It's Make You Move. Make You Move Records. MYMR. Yeah.
Check it out, guys, and check if your sound fits. If your sound fits, send some demos.
Definitely, please do.
All right, Roman, are you online? Roman is an ex-student of mine. He sent a techno demo. It would be refreshing to hear something else.
Yeah, nice.
Roman, are you online? If not, we're going to go for Laurie, who's also sent some tracks, or a track. Let's wait for Roman to reply if he's here. If he's not, we're going to go, because I haven't seen him in the chat, we just continue. So we might get to all the demos. We still have time. Yeah, and Yip, drop your Instagram. Everybody drop your Instagram. You know, just Instagram the shit out of each other. It's great. All right, so we got... thank you very much for organizing this feedback session. Well, Laurie, you're welcome. That's super nice. Oh, Roman's here. Yeah, Roman's here. We do Roman first. Okay, Roman Tayupov. I'm glad you're here because we're actually up for some techno, and I know him from my advanced class, and I'm really looking forward to see where you are now, man. It's great. So we're gonna listen to Roman. Here we go, and let's go. I'll put up the sound. So we're also going to listen to some new stuff here, some new techno stuff. It's great. I like it. Thanks for tuning in, Roman. And thanks for sharing your music. I'm looking forward to what you've made after our course. I know he makes some proper stuff.
Nice.
Wow, this open head, man.
Yeah.
solid all-around production. You know, he followed the advanced course with me last year. Was it already before? I can't remember, Roman. But
It
anyway,
certainly sounds like he's been listening.
it sounds
great.
pretty convincing, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, amazing. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't listen to tons of techno, but I loved it. I thought it was the techno I do listen to is like Alan Fitzpatrick, people like that.
Yeah.
You know, would fit in any one of his sets. I'm sure. Like,
Yeah.
it sounded great.
Yeah, I'm a big Ben Clock fan, man. And I love Donato Dozzi. He's one of my favorite techno producers. I went to a night with at ADE with in Radion when live was still happening, and yeah, this would fit in. Well, this not in Donato Dozzi, but Ben Clock would play this definitely, man. Maybe in Nina Kravitz
yeah.
or so. It's
hat
it's strong.
and
I think.
kick.
Do you have any feedback? Or it's not your corner? This is not your area of
Me?
expertise. Yeah.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
mate. I didn't know if that was the chat.
Yeah.
So I love the kick and the hats and the bass. It was really like proper rolling stuff. I love the like angry synths in it as well. Yeah, just like the thing is, I'd hate to kind of critique it because I don't know enough about like I love techno, but I don't listen to it enough. But to me, the stuff I do listen to, it sounds like it would be.
Yeah.
bang on.
Therefore, it sounds pretty convincing. You know, I think
It
it's
really does.
It's pretty much there. You know, he's been making music for a long time. He followed the advanced course, and from the get-go, he was in the class. You know, Roman, you've made amazing tracks, and I always loved your creative ideas. It sounds like you are from Berlin, which you are. And like your friend says, their vibe gefällt mir, well, mir auch. And the only thing I have to say is that mix-wise, I think kick and bass could be a bit more tight to get a bit more power out of it. I have the feeling there was a bit of frequency masking going on, but that's just mix-wise. Track-wise and arrangement-wise, break-wise, I love the little break in the end. Oh, by the way, the break in the end, I think the snares, you know, like the little roll, like the could be a bit louder. Now it was a bit more in the background. Maybe if you put these up in volume, it's just a bit more of a thing because you go in sort of like the outro with those after those snares. I think that will work to make them a bit louder, but for the rest, dude, well done.
Really good.
So
really good.
that was Roman. Thanks for sharing your track with us. Let's see. Ben is online. He sent some tracks to Josh, he said. But now it's time for Laurie. Laurie, this track was not found. Maybe it has been removed. Laurie, look what you do to us. We have an empty track here, and I see only stuff with Little Baby here. How did you do that featuring Little Baby? Look at this. This guy with the grill in his mouth. I don't know how he got to that. My friend, please send, Laurie, send an updated link, please. Yeah, no, it doesn't work, so... we go to Julian. Julian, are you online? Julian was the guy from last time. I thought like, wow, he needs to send demos. Julian, are you online? Let me know, because then you're the next one. We go into Jasper Kessens. Are you online? You Planja, are you online? JR, I don't know what your name is. 97 Till. Let us know if you're online, because then we listen to your demo. Otherwise, we go to Beatly. Let's see. Laurie. I send it. Okay, I haven't got it yet. Yeah, I opened your link, Laurie, but it's the link that you sent earlier this week, yesterday at 11 o'clock. That link doesn't work. It says the track was not found. So either send it again now, like a proper link. It's not in yet. Refreshing now. Maybe my email is late. But also, guys, Julian, if you're here, let me know. Dutch Prime, Julian and Jesper are here. So nice. You'll be the next. If Laurie sends, Jay is here. Oh yeah, Jay. Yeah, Jay, you're after JR because you were the last one to come in through WhatsApp. Jay, can you email your track to demos@lessonsinlife.com because then I have it in the email. It will be easier. Otherwise, I have to open my WhatsApp. I don't want to. Julian is here too. Great. Laurie, did you send it? I don't know if it's not opening. Okay, we go for Julian, not to lose time here. 2 tracks. Let's open one. Let's go. Vibing. let's go vibing with Julian. Julian, last time, Timmy, Julian, we're up for something. Here we go. Let me open the... There we go. Oh yeah, Laurie, your demo is in now. So Laurie is next after Julian. Such a curator, ain't I? So glad you're all hanging out, guys, with this DJ-friendly intro by Julian Faima, vibing. Last time I told you to send demos. Did you get any feedback, Julian, on your tracks from the demos you've sent? Okay, Laurie, you're next. What's up, Drino? Welcome here. Glad you're reaching out. Ben, I got your demo. I hope we get to it. We have so much to do. Oh yeah, I got a couple of label signings with those tracks. I told you, Julian, you make amazing tunes. This guy here, Timmy's eating his pen. Yeah, I told him last time to send some demos, and he's got signed. Which labels did you sign it to, or can you review? This guy, trust me, like last time I was like, really, these demos, man.
They're so good.
Yeah, I said, why aren't you signed yet? So now he's signed. Glad the feedback sessions make sense. Yeah, he's been listening for sure. Yeah, Julian, he's got 64 followers. 64.
Really? Wow.
That's ridiculous, dude.
Yeah.
Vibing. You can't tell yet where they're signed, but you know, I hope they're good. Send them to the biggest labels out there, because trust me, they will sign your stuff. Trust me. This is something Timmy would make. Dun, 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 dun. Yes, TechTube, totally agree. But we have to keep sending stuff to them, to labels. This year I also will start a Lessons in Live label. Just have to make my move to Spain, and then I think in a few months I'll start a label. So, create a platform. Yeah, Julian, this is amazing again. Also, Julian looks like a really nice guy. I said it last time as well, but look at this smile, man. I can't wait to meet you, Julian. He just looks like a sweet guy.
Yeah, it's legendary.
I don't know.
Samples are also good. Where did you get these samples? And Gorge wants to know how you start the foundation with the drums or the synths. Dom wants to collab. Yes. Absolute banger. Absolutely. Come on, play. Got to be funk. Yes. Ja, toch. Yes, Timmy. Vibing. Okay. Okay.
How good was that?
Got to be funky. I also used that sample once in. I forgot to share my screen with you, didn't I, Timmy? Ah.
It's all good. It's all good, mate. No, that was flipping amazing.
Yeah.
It's really good. I absolutely loved it. Love the chord on like the kick. Just like I think it's just got, you can hear the chorus on it. It just sounds really nice, like warm. Just the groove's wicked, drums are wicked, vocals are fun, like you were saying. Yeah, just there's nothing I can say. Like, it's just brilliant.
Yeah. Only modest said feel the step sound could be complemented with another sound, little synth pad or something. Keep it more and lift the energy levels in the drop. Yeah, I don't know, man. I thought the call and response in the track was really nice. Boom, boom, ba, ba, boom. You know, it's like, and then the bass, it has its own life in the background. I think it's, yeah, you know, Julian, it's like last time. I don't have anything to say about your tracks, and I just think you should make way more and just keep sending it to labels,
Definitely
big labels. It's good to hear
100%.
you got signed. You know, I'm happy actually. You know, if we can take the credit as I can take the credit as the lessons in life dude setting up this session. I think it's so valuable. We are all here sharing music, sharing thoughts, and just telling each other, hey, this is actually pretty good, or hey, have you tried this, or have you tried that? It's so important to get more input, make more output, and keep it going. That's all that you need to do. If you have ambition to do stuff on big labels, all you need to do is show up, make music, share it with your friends, upgrade the formula every time you go, and just keep on going. Yeah. And in a few years, you know,
rejection doesn't mean that it's bad.
No.
So if a label says no, then it doesn't mean that the track's, you know, not great. It just means it's not quite right at the time.
In life, it's always happens. Remember, if it happens in love or with your ambitions, if you get rejected, it means you either need to up your game and use it as a motivation to up your game, to be the better version of yourself, to make better music, or to whatever. Everything that's not working out is actually working out. That's, you know, you get this saying that the universe, you know, you just need to stick with it and keep the faith and the belief that it will work out. But, you know, it's a journey, and you have to put in the years, put in the effort, and then you'll get somewhere, you know.
Show up every day.
Show up every day, exactly. Because you should be thankful you're alive. You know, you wake up, you go like, hey, I can actually move these things. Let me walk to my computer and make some music. Why not? You know, I'm alive anyway. All right. Exactly. So after Julian, we get Laurie. So let's go to Laurie. She's is it a she or a he, Laurie? Are you a she? It's a she. Oh, it's a Uzum. I know you. Nice. We're going to listen to some music from Uzum, which is, I think, a bit more melodic. Let's go for it. She sings. I think you sang in this, right?
Nice.
Nice you're tuning in, Laurie. I remember now. It's the first track you ever made, and it's not easy to go after all of you. All your tracks are great. Don't worry, Laurie. We're just here to share. I'm going to skip the friendly intro here. Maybe go to the break. Here we go. Hey, Cezin, you can send the tracks to demos@lessonsinlive.com, but I'm afraid we're not going to get there. We're supposed to stop at 10. We might not get to all the demos, guys. I'm really sorry. But yeah, I think 2 hours sitting behind a computer is, you need a break after it, you know. But we'll be back for more sessions. Wow. sing it, Laurie? Are you gonna get a vocal here? No vocal. Okay. Nice though. Hey Enzo, welcome online, my friend. Good you're tuning in. I like this bass line. What did you make it with? Sounds like hardware. Like it's been recorded from some hardware unit. Hannes, you're also here. Look, all my old students tuning in. Hey, Kevin Brown, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. I like the arps. It's a nice vibe. Okay, let's leave it at this. I'm gonna go to the outro. And just Serum. Nothing beats Serum.
That was amazing. Considering that's your first track, I mean, you should hear some of my first ever tunes here. Terrible. That was really cool. I can imagine that you're influenced quite heavily by Tale of Us and Solomon and those guys and Afterlife. I might be wrong, but that sort of melodic house sound, the lead synth you've got in there with the pitch bending and the LFO kind of coming in and out like that really reminded me of the Tale of Us sort of sound, and really clever, really cool tune.
Yeah.
Really impressive considering it's your first track. I mean,
it's insane.
Nuts.
It's insane. Yeah. Jasper, are you online? Because then we can go to the next. I think the track was really nice, actually. A good vibe. The bass line was maybe a bit loud. I'm still, it's the Serum one, maybe a bit softer. And it could use a vocal or an element, to carry it a bit more. So yeah, definitely maybe sing something, Uzume, because I know you sing. Yeah, Hannes, great you were online. Jasper is online, so we go for Jasper. Here's a playlist with some tracks. Let's see. Let's play Jake with Organize. So let me open it up. Here we go. At this rate, demo-wise, I need to do 4 sessions a week.
Yeah. That's good, mate.
Yeah, so guys, I'm gonna be honest. There's a few more. We have Joop and JR. These send everything in before the show. Also Jay. So we have 1, 2, 3 more to go, and then I think we reached the point. So all the ones that send it in after, I'm sorry, we're not going to get to it. Otherwise, it's going to be 11 o'clock. And, we also have to call it a day at some point. But we'll be back. More sessions. You know the channel. Subscribe. lessonsonlive.com or youtube.com/lessonsonlive. Nice bassline. Yeah, guys. And share each other's Instagram. There's also a Discord for Lessons in Live. It's on the Facebook page of Lessons in Life, which is has 1,000 members. I'm sharing plugins and blogs and inspiration there. So check out the Lessons in Life Facebook group. Ask to be submitted. I'll add you to the group, and you can share stuff there. You'll find the Discord as well there. Yeah, share tutorials, share all that stuff with each other. Yeehaw. I like this track. Crash could be a bit louder, I think. Up in like 15 minutes, so we unfortunately cannot listen to your demo right now, but you can send your demo to demos@lessonsinlife.com. I'll glad to give you some feedback myself or handle it in the next feedback session, which is going to be or in February or in March. Do a few, subscribe to the Lessons in Life channel on YouTube. I also have interviews with artists. And check it out. Actually, Timmy is doing a masterclass for Lessons in Life this Saturday. You can register for a spot on the website lessonsinlife.com/events. Nice. Yeah, check out the channel, Tommy. There's way more stuff. There's interviews with Sidney Charles, Joko, and lots of other people. I like this track. Good arrangement. Curious to what Timmy thinks. I mean, I have to take the 4.5 minute mark now as a stop, otherwise we're not gonna make it through all the demos. I don't want to take Timmy's all night.
No worries, it's all good.
Cool.
Yeah, no, that again, cool. Nice groove. Bass was really powerful. That was my favourite part of the track, the bass line actually. I like the organ, like the M1 organ sound in there. Nice like loop that's going on throughout the tune. Yeah, I liked it. I'm just wondering whether there was some room for a nice vocal in there somewhere. Mm-hmm. Possibly just to push it to that sort of even for like next level, greater level. Maybe a string. That's one thing we haven't heard a lot of tonight. Is just like some strings.
Yeah. We'll be like, just something that gets for like, even though if it's only 16 bars or 32 bars, and then it goes away and you have a new moment again. Good for transition.
It's just that ear candy, isn't it? It's the ear candy that makes you think about. There's a different sound, so your brain just kind of deals with it. It's exciting.
Yeah.
So yeah, really good, really solid.
Nice. Thanks for the feedback. Yeah, and I think mix wise the kick and bass, it's always kick and bass, could be a bit more tighter. It was a bit like if you listen, it's a bit muddy in the low end, sort of, yeah. A bit rough. I think it could be a bit more tight or something, But all in all, great bass, great groove. It could use another element like a string or a vocal or whatnot just to keep it a bit more interesting. But the main idea is there, and I think it's pretty good already. You're nearly there, my friend. Joep Planje, are you here? And otherwise, JR, are you here? 97 till. Let me know in chat, so then we can continue. We'll go a bit over 10 o'clock. Let's say 10 past, 15 past. You're welcome, Jasper. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, and again, guys, we have the masterclass with Timmy on Saturday. Feel free to join. We have a few spots left. It's going to be great. You're going to make something from scratch. Are you ready for it, Tim?
Yeah, I'm going to do a little bit of prep, but yeah, I'm excited. I quite like the feeling of the pressure.
Yeah.
The healthy
like
pressure
the
you've
against
got
the clock kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Because like we said earlier today, some of your best music can be made in like 2 hours, 3 hours. So
yeah,
if you're going in a nice direction, it can be quite quick.
Yeah, if you have a good session, and it's always I do a lot of these things, of course, for students, and when I did things for SAE, I have to make music live. It's always weird, you're people watching, and it gives a different vibe. But if you prepare some sounds, you actually have a good starting point to go, and you've done it like a million times, so you'll get somewhere anyway, and people will always pick up some ideas from you. But yeah, I'm looking forward, man. Maybe you're gonna make something super special.
I hope so, mate. I really hope so.
Me too, man. We got Youpie. Here we go. Ooh, like the chords. Fries on the beach. Which one are you, Yoop? The guy with the hat or the curls or the small guy?
I don't think that you know how to dance. Hold up, I'ma show you how to. Hold up, I don't think that you know how to. Hold up, I'ma show you how to. Hold up, I don't think that you know how to dance. Hold up, I'ma show you how to dance. Show you how to.
Nice. Well, this is sort of here. Alfonso, you're JR. Perfect. Okay. I like this track. It's short but powerful. What did you think, Timmy?
Yeah, ideas there, definitely. It's a really cool idea. I like the vocal, actually. I at first, I wasn't sure about it, but then I started to get quite into it. Drums are really fun. Like, the groove's really fun as well. Yeah, just obviously it's still a work in progress based on your track name and stuff and what you put underneath the caption.
Yeah.
But like, I think you've got a really cool idea. I think you mix in terms of the kick and the bass. Again, it's a little bit muddy.
Yeah.
Maybe
Agreed.
Just make sure you're side chaining your bass to your kick a little bit, just so it pumps up and down and ducks a little bit when your kick comes in. That'll help a little. Just some EQing. But yeah, other than that, I think it's great. I'm looking forward to hearing it when it's finished.
Yeah. Agree. Go for it, Joop. Just keep on going. And like Modest has some good feedback. Just set the timer for 4 hours. Everything after will make the idea worse. After 4 hours, therefore we're going to do this session. We're going to play the last track. I'm sorry, Jay, your demo just came in a bit too late. And all the rest, guys, thanks for sending it, but it's going to be hard, like sitting here until 11 o'clock. You have a certain time that you have focus. After that, it's going to be, you're not going to be there. So also just do 2 hours and have a break. Usually when I make music, I have an hour working on the loop, an hour to arrange, and then the track's already there. I have a break, and then I finalize it within half hour or 30 minutes of a half hour, an hour, and then it's pretty much done. And if it's not done, then it's a track that needs a bit more work sometimes, but mostly the best ones are done then. That's how it goes. But yeah,
Right.
good idea. So we're going to the last one, which is going to be our friend JR Alfonso. He's in the chat. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for sending your demo, Alfonso. We're going to listen to it, and we're going to use Rendezvous. Ooh, nice. Reminds me of the old school Sweat on the Walls. Don Tejada. John Tejada. Steve Buck, Don Tejada. These guys.
Yeah, Steve Buck. Yeah.
Fucking sick. Vibe to it in a way, like a very analog-y vibe.
J Tripwire,
definitely.
Yeah.
Sexy stuff. Very, very deep underground shit. Definitely send a demo for the next session, Nick. I will announce it on the Facebook page on Lessons in Life on Facebook. There's a Facebook group. Join it. I share lots of plugin info, lots of blogs containing information about producing. You can follow youtube.com/lessonsinlife, of course, for the tutorials I post weekly. The shows I do. I've got Coulter, M-High, Abstract Division, and Nora Q coming up in February. We'll do more feedback sessions in March. You can follow the Discord, which you'll find on the Facebook page. We do masterclasses, so check out www.lessonsinlife.com. And send the demo, all genres. I don't care, as long as you want to share your music, it's great. We're not thinking in boxes here. And I'm gonna get some other artists as well. Wazoo is coming soon for feedback session. Other artists as well. I will let you know. But yeah, send your demos. And we'll handle them next time. Timmy will be back as well, right, Timmy? You'll come back at some point.
Oh, sorry, mate. I can't hear you very well.
You'll come back for a feedback session next time.
Sorry, buddy. Say again.
I'll get you in for another feedback session.
Yes, please do, mate. I've really enjoyed it tonight. It's been great. It's been great fun. Honestly.
Yeah, we can do some in spring or something. Would be nice. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd love to.
Let's listen to the break. Modest sounds a bit like Dial Records. Yeah. Oh, this break, it's a nice tune, dude. I need to start a label. Minimal, somebody says. It could be like a bit like raw minimal kind of stuff. What do you think, Tim?
Yeah, really liked it. We were saying like J Trip while Steve Bugg's sort of melodic deep house. Really nice groove. Love the dubby synth in there, the stabs. It's just took you on a bit of a journey, didn't it?
Yeah, it's really deep. Like it's really the after hours kind of stuff, you know. I really enjoy the deepness of it. You know, I think it's really powerful. I don't have so much to say anymore about it, and also I think we're getting tired. But it was great though. But it was nice. Maybe a little bit of reverb on the clap. The clap was pretty dry, but maybe the reverb. Sometimes I put reverb on the clap. I'm like, no, I like it more dry. But you can always try something. I think if you're stuck in a track, the best thing is just be like a kid. Throw shit in there, take it out of context, try stuff. I always say in my lessons, kids throw shit on the floor to see how gravity works. They're literally breaking shit in order to find out how it works. So if we are stuck in our track, break your track apart, do something radical, try something. And if you don't try something, nothing will happen. So just throw in shit, go to Splice, download like 10 loops of something and put it in the track and see which one fits best and work from there. Just reverse it, flip it, whatever, and it will. You might find a super cool sound.
Great advice.
That's exactly it, right? That's all. You just gotta be playful and curious like a kid. That's all it is.
You can play around a little bit with your stereo imaging on that. So bring things closer and further away in the mix. So maybe your stabs could be a bit further away in the mix. Or close, just have a bit of distance between the sounds.
Depth, create some depth.
Create some depth, exactly.
Nice.
Loved it. Honestly, all the tracks have been great tonight. They've been really, really good.
Yeah.
Very hard to say a lot about them actually in terms of changes or critiquing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always weird. I always say like it's weird if you say, okay, if it would be painting, like you gotta use more blue. I would use more blue. It's in the end, if the painting's already it's pretty good, what are you gonna say? So I think this is also just really nice to have your music being played, and I really enjoyed actually all the tracks. There were, it's nice to hear all the difference, and I hope you all got inspired. And Timmy, I want to thank you for again being on my show in one shape or form. And it's been a pleasure meeting you last year. Josh actually hooked us up. He told me in the show, I think Josh was on the show, and he said, yeah, Timmy P, you gotta check this guy. Or he sent me a message like, hey, he might be up for it. And, we actually we never met, but we became sort of like digital friends this way through music. And I always enjoy chatting with you.
Mate, it's been amazing. Thank you.
Yeah.
I've loved every session we've had, and it's been great to do something a bit different today. Looking forward to Saturday.
Yeah, so everybody that's still tuned in, Saturday, masterclass, track from scratch, Timmy P. It costs, I think, $40. Depends on where you're at in the world. If you're in the UK, you're lucky. It's a bit cheaper because you have the pound and you don't pay taxes. But 3% will go to the Amazon forest. Of course, Timmy will get a big share, and you will learn something. So feel free to tune in on Saturday. You can register at lessonsinlife.com/events, and you'll find the masterclass there. If you want to follow one of my courses, that's also fine. Support the cause. We'll be back soon. I think in 2 weeks, I'm here with Dave Miller from Abstract Division, a great techno act. And then we got, I think, M High and Coulter, or Coulter and M High. I don't know which one is first. And then we got Nora Q, my friends from the Send Me Stems a company that's mixing down tracks for people. So thanks for tuning in, Timmy. It was great having
man.
you on here.
Thanks, mate. I'll
Everybody,
catch you soon.
yeah, man. I'm happy you were here, and I'm looking forward to do a collab at some point.
Yeah, sounds good.
Is there anything you would like to plug in the end of this session? Is there anything you can mention to the people that's going to happen in your life?
I'm just thinking Cecily P's out in the next couple of months. That's coming out on Wax as well, so it'll be a vinyl release too.
Nice.
So that'd be great. Plug that one. Send me demos. I run a couple of labels, so if anyone's interested, feel free to throw over some music and I'll have a listen. So yeah. But mate, thanks again. Thanks to everyone for sending in the music. It's been really fun to listen, and hope to catch some of you guys soon.
Cool. All right, guys.
Cool.
I'm gonna finish the broadcast. Thanks for tuning in. See you